Whoopi Goldberg is at it again. In an interview with the London Sunday Times, Whoopi Goldberg said again, the Holocaust, quote, wasn't originally based on race. Here's what she said back in February that resulted in a temporary suspension from The View.
The Holocaust isn't about race. No, it's not about race.
Ethnicity.
No, it's
Jews
about
a different race.
But it's not about race.
An avalanche of criticism followed, and she apologized.
I said something that I feel a responsibility for not leaving unexamined because my words upset so many people, which was never my intention. And I understand why now. And for that, I am deeply, deeply grateful because the information I got was really helpful and helped me understand some different things. And while discussing how a Tennessee school board unanimously voted to remove a graphic novel about the Holocaust, I said that the Holocaust wasn't about race, and it was instead about man's inhumanity to man. But it is indeed about race, because Hitler and the Nazis considered Jews to be an inferior race. Now, words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand corrected. I also stand with the Jewish people, as they know, and y'all know, because I've always done that.
By the way, her real name is Karen Elaine Johnson, and it does not appear that she has any Jewish ancestry. But this time, she walked it back and told the Times, quote, remember who they were killing first. They were not killing racial. They were killing physical. They were killing people they considered to be mentally defective. And then they made this decision, close quote. But the Times journalist, her name is Janice Turner, countered that the race laws that the Nazis were implementing specifically targeted Jews. Turner said Nazis saw Jews as a race, to which Goldberg responded, quote, yes, but that's the killer, isn't it? The oppressor is telling you what you are. Why are you believing them? They're Nazis. Why believe what they're saying? It doesn't change the fact that you could not tell a Jew on the street, you could find me, you couldn't find them, end of quote. And in other news, the New York Times challenged claims made by the GOP New York Representative-elect George Santos. On his campaign website, he said his mother was Jewish and his grandparents escaped the Nazis during World War II. Now he says he's, quote, clearly Catholic. I never claimed to be Jewish, he says. I am Catholic because I learned my maternal family had a Jewish background. I said I was Jewish, end of quote. But according to the forward, Santos lied about grandparents fleeing anti-Jewish persecution during World War II. His parents were apparently born in Brazil, not Ukraine or Belgium, as his campaign website stated, end of quote. Joining me to discuss all of this is Dov Hikind, former New York Democrat legislator and founder of Americans Against Anti-Semitism. Dov, Whoopi Goldberg have temporary memory loss from what she said and then apologized for it and then repeated the very same thing she apologized for?
I mean, Larry, anyone who buys this apology after what she said in February and apologized and was suspended, she was very, very clear about what she said. She knew exactly what she was saying. So apology unaccepted. I'm actually sending her a copy of Hitler's Bible, Mein Kampf. Maybe if she does a little bit of reading, a little bit of studying, instead of shooting off her mouth. Took a closer look at her background. There's no degree in Holocaust studies. There's no degree in history, philosophy, or anything like that. The damage that she does is so beyond the headlines that she creates. I mean, it's just pathetic and sick. And you know what? I mean, what is ABC going to do? Oh, she apologized. People like you and me, Larry, we don't get one chance, surely not two chances. But Whoopi Goldberg, she can apologize and not apologize. I believe she meant exactly what she said. And she should stick to it and tell everybody to go someplace. That's what she should do. She's full of it.
Dov, talk to me about her calling herself Whoopi Goldberg. At one time, I thought she was a Jew.
Yeah, well, I think we know that there is no connection. I love this. Whoopi Goldberg, some of my best friends are Jews. That means I can say anything. I can undermine the Holocaust. I can hurt Holocaust survivors by saying the outrageous things that she said. I mean, nobody agrees with her. No one, no scholar, no one in this world. But Whoopi Goldberg, she knows better than everyone. And, honest, I just wish, can she pick a different name, something Italian, Irish? Does it have to be Goldberg? Does she have to demean all of the Goldbergs in the world? You know how many Goldbergs were murdered during the Holocaust? Thousands. I mean, what a freaking embarrassment she is.
Dov, the new Stanford language guide said you can't use the term beat a dead horse, but not to beat a dead horse. How do you apologize for saying the Holocaust was not about race? And then, I'm sorry, the Holocaust was about race, and then give an interview months later and repeat the very same thing she apologized for?
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't even change it up a little bit. It's the same words.
Larry, she will get away with it. The Anti-Defamation League will not demand that she find herself a different job. She has a right to say anything she wants. This is America, and you can say anything you want. But ABC does not have to have her as a star on the show. I mean, because she's a star, when she says idiotic, stupid, uneducated things about the Holocaust, she gets unbelievable attention. But Larry, she will get away with it. The Jewish organizations, others, they're not even making a big deal. Can you explain that to me? I mean, I am sick and tired of this crap. I don't want apologies from Whoopi Goldberg. They don't mean anything, for God's sake.
Well, Dov, I don't understand how Al Sharpton, given the things he said during Crown Heights, is not only got a TV show on MSNBC, Hee Haw, but he's a Democrat kingmaker. I don't understand the pass that Barack Obama got when, after he left office, the picture of him, a smiling Senator, then Obama, and a smiling Louis Farrakhan at a gathering, apparently, of Congressional Black Caucus. I've not heard any discussion about that. I never heard any reporter ask Obama about it. Talk about a pass.
Larry, that's the double standard and the hypocrisy that we talk about. When the hate comes from the left, you get away with it. Sometimes you get a slap on your hand, but you really get away with it. I remember Al Sharpton. I remember those days. He literally stirred the pot. He created violence in Crown Heights that resulted in what is referred to as a pogrom, the only pogrom that has ever happened in America.
Right.
And that's Al Sharpton, the superstar today, right? I mean, he is, Democratic presidents don't do anything without asking him first. All right. I mean, is this insanity? Right.
He was invited to the White House during the Obama years over 70 times. Somebody put it almost 80 times. What's this? I got a couple of, actually it's one pair, two shoes. Why do people say I have a couple of pairs? One pair, two shoes. MyPillow, my slippers. Call the number on your screen. Order your own. You can't have this one. Order your own. They come in different colors, also different styles. Can you believe it? Or go to MyPillow.com, promo code ELDER. And of course, don't forget the product that made MyPillow, the MyPillow. Again, come in different sizes. Just call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com and be sure and use promo code ELDER. And don't forget, the MyPillow, turn this around, 6-pack, including towels, hand cloths, face cloths, different colors. Mine, of course, is white because I'm the black face of white supremacy, but you might want different colors. And then finally, I've got here the MyPillow Giza Dream Bedsheet. Now, as I said, class, Giza is in Egypt. It's not an area near Egypt where somebody named Larry Elder used to say. It is in Egypt where the finest cotton in the world is found. Mike Lindell scoured the world to find it. Call the number on your screen. Don't forget, there are over 100 products. I counted them, 100 products. MyPillow.com, promo code ELDER. Let's talk about George Santos. Lied about his college, lied about working for Goldman Sachs, lied and said he was Jewish, lied and said his grandparents escaped from the Holocaust during World War II. None of this is true.
You know,
Here's my first question, Dov. Didn't the Republicans vet this guy? Didn't the Democrats do a little Oppo research? Why is the New York Times just now exposing this guy?
Well, it seems that the Republicans had a pretty good idea that much of what he was saying was not true. But look, this is called the world of politics. He was their candidate. Every single Republican candidate was important to the Republican Party. So things just happened. But you know what? Politicians exaggerate. That's nothing new. Some exaggerate a lot. But he probably will go down in the Guinness Book of World Records for more lies than any other politician has ever told in a short period of time. I mean, everything is a freaking lie. And the part about the need to fool people, he could have told us that he wants to be an honorary Jew. He could have said, I'm going to convert to Judaism because I love the Jewish people and I feel Jewish because I feel Jewish. I want to convert.
Right.
But that's not what he did. He fooled everybody. It is absolutely amazing that one single individual could tell so many lies. And, and he's still out there and smiling and so on and so forth. And look,
I'm happy that you said over a short period of time, because over a long period of time, can we talk a little bit about the commander-in-chief? For decades, he's lied about his civil rights record. For decades, he said that he would go to black churches and organize how to desegregate restaurants and movie theaters in Delaware. The people at that church said they never saw him. For decades, he's lied and said he got arrested in the streets of Soweto trying to visit Nelson Mandela with Andy Young. Andy Young said it didn't happen, and Mandela was in Robben Island, hundreds of miles away from where Joe Biden was allegedly arrested. He's lied and said the NAACP endorsed him in every single one of his races. The NAACP endorsed him in none of them. When tragically his first wife and daughter were struck and killed by a driver, he said publicly twice the driver was drunk. No evidence the driver was drunk at all. In fact, the evidence suggests that Biden's first wife was probably at fault, according to the investigator, later turned judge, who said so. The daughter of the man, was inconsolate during that. Every Christmas or so when this happened, he would get depressed. The daughter went to Joe Biden and said, please stop saying my dad was drunk. He wasn't. Biden apologized, said he wouldn't say it again, said it again. His son was killed in Iraq. I mean, we can go on the things this man has said over a long period of time, though, I guess.
Yeah. Well, also remember, next to his name, there's a capital D, Democrat.
Right.
And that really is the answer. Just imagine any other major candidate for the Republican Party, be it president, be it Senate, and so on and so forth, with a fraction of the things that we know are not true, the lies of Joe Biden. I know he has he smiles and he looks like he's like your grandfather and all of that, but you're absolutely correct. I mean, a lie is a lie, period. But the fact that he is a Democrat, and look, when he was running for president against Trump, the media was out to protect Biden. They weren't interested in facts. The old story, don't confuse me with the facts. Don't bother me with the facts. They're only interested in the facts, and they'll even make up some stuff if it comes to Donald Trump, or if it comes to you, or if it comes to me. Then anything is permitted. But Biden has gotten away. Let me tell you, he's one heck of a lucky politician. The things that he has gotten away with is just absolutely amazing, amazing. But again, he's a Democrat, and the media is there to protect him. That's their job, unfortunately. It's not a free press. It's a Democratic press, capital D.
Let's end it with getting a couple of predictions from you, Dov. What happens to Whoopi Goldberg? What happens to George Santos? Well,
Whoopi Goldberg, nothing happens, unfortunately, which is absolutely amazing. It's a sad commentary on what's going on today. Hate against the Jewish people is okay because, we Jews are white privilege. We're different. Whoopi Goldberg, she said it the second time and apologized. Let me predict there will be a third time. There will be a third time. And she may even apologize. ABC will do nothing. They don't have the guts to confront Whoopi Goldberg and say, enough, Get the hell out of here. Period. And as far as Santos is concerned, look, the Republicans are desperate. They have a very slim majority. They need Santos. But what a pathetic, sad moment in this country that Santos had to. By the way, he didn't have to lie about all this stuff.
I don't know what the point behind it was. I know why Joe Biden has been lying. Biden lies to curry favor with black voters, to get blacks concerned about social justice. I'm on the side of you regarding civil rights. These SOBs over there, they don't care. I get that. But why did Santos make all these lies about the college he went to, about where he worked on Wall Street, about being Jewish, about his maternal grandparents fleeing the Nazis? What was all that about?
Yeah, Larry, he needs a good psychiatrist. He really does. This is not normal. Like I said, exaggeration is one thing. Right. Even a lie. Well, okay. But this goes beyond anything that you and I have witnessed. I can't remember anything similar. People doing things that are not 100% what they say it is. I get it. But everything about this guy is a lie. And as I said, Larry, he would have won anyway. The people in his district, I know it well, they would have voted for him. It wasn't like it was a close race. He was going to win. Why he had this need? Only a good psychiatrist, therapist can help him for the future.
Well, I don't want to engage in whataboutism because that's what people will say by my bringing up Joe Biden. I was just talking about the double standard. But I think this guy, George Santos, should resign.
Okay, look, let me tell you, if he resigned, I would praise him for doing the right thing. But in the world of politics, politicians don't often do the right thing.
No. He's already said he's not going to resign.
Exactly.
But I think he should.
And the Republicans are not going to push him only because they need him. They need every single vote the Republican Party. And I want Republicans to do well. I want them to win everything, Senate, the House, the presidency. But you know something? The way things are going with the Republican Party in the House, they are their own worst enemies. I'm telling you, the divisiveness within the Republican Party, not a healthy situation, Larry.
Well, Dov, as you know, I'm thinking about running myself, and maybe I can do something about that. Dov Hikind, as always, I love you. Thank you very much for coming on.
It's a pleasure being with you all the time.
You got it.